Alrighty, folks, happy Thursday to you. And on this video here today, I've got a free pick for you in 4 different sports: NFL, NBA, college basketball, and college football. And you know I'm feeling great on a Thursday morning because we cashed in on 6 different premium selections on my premium page yesterday. We had the Knicks, Grizzlies, Clippers, Seattle in the NHL, Ohio Bobcats in college football. That was a great comeback. And we also hit on a 2-team parlay in the NHL. And the only way you could have cashed in on all those winners is to join my full access, all-inclusive Gold Club package. Gold Club members get access to every single premium selection of mine, every single package, every single day for the next 30 days. Before we go ahead and move on, just want to take a quick time out and welcome you to my free video here today for Thursday, November 21st, 2024. Happy Thursday to you. Weekend is right around the corner. We are just about there. Of course, if you're joining me for the first time here today, my name is Brock Page. I've been dishing out free sports picks on YouTube since 2016. And once again, folks, Gold Club members cashed in on 6 more premium selections yesterday. Got to give you guys a round of applause. Congratulations. And tell you what, let's try to go ahead and, get a few more winners here today. Job is not finished. Let's keep putting on the pressure. And with that, let's go ahead and dive into some free content. We are going to start in the NBA. I'm talking about the Magic at the Lakers, 10:30 Eastern tip-off. The Lakers are -5, totals 217. Now, we did see a half a point move toward the Lakers in this one. They opened 4.5 up to 5. LA's 10-4 straight up, 7-7 against the point spread. Orlando 9-7 straight up, 8-8 against the number. And even though the Lakers are red hot right now, we're not going to take that away from them. But it's actually the Magic on the other side who won 6 out of their last 7 themselves. They successfully covered the number in all of those contests except for one. And I'll tell you what, when these guys are on defense, they're going to really make you earn it. They play tough. Orlando's actually allowing fewer points a game than any other team. They're giving up a league low 102 points per game. Goga Bitadze and Jonathan Isaac, they've got the most blocks on the roster. Franz Wagner with the most steals. And when it comes to rebounding the basketball, well, Orlando's in the top 10 in the league in defensive boards. A lot of things they're doing right on that defensive end of the court. And they're facing a Laker club on the other side who, once again, I get it. They're red hot right now. Don't want to take a lot, away from them. But consider this. They have beaten up on the likes of New Orleans, Toronto, and Philadelphia during their current winning streak. Games they should win. And as good as they've been offensively, well, there are a few problem areas that I'm concerned about in this one. For one, they do tend to get out-rebounded on the offensive end of the court. They're currently in the bottom 5 in offensive boards per game. Also, when it comes to the injury report, both Anthony Davis and Rui Hachimura are both listed as questionable. Those are big presences. Those guys have a big presence underneath the basket, in the paint. Both of those guys are battling foot injuries, so you're going to want to keep an eye on their status if you're firing on this game. I'll tell you what, I think the Magic should be able to keep this one close. Lakers in the second of a back-to-back here this evening. Could be a little fatigued. They are a little bit older. Give me Orlando +5. All right, next contest, we're going to dive into some college basketball. Oregon taking on Oregon State. That's going to be a 10 o'clock Eastern tip-off at the Gill Coliseum. The Oregon Ducks are -7 on the road here. Total is 138.5. We did see a 1-point move toward the Ducks. They opened at 6. Both teams are 4-0 straight up on the year. Both playing very tough on the defensive end of the court. We'll start with the Ducks. They saw unders in their last 3 straight. They're actually limiting their opponents to just 38% shooting from the field. Big 7-foot Nate Biddle's leading the program in blocks at the moment. Jadrian Tracy has the most steals. Of course, the Beavers on the other side doing a lot of things well. They saw unders in 3 qualifying ball games themselves. They're actually in the top 10 in the nation in defensive field goal percentage as well. DeMarco Minor has a dozen steals on the year already for them. Michael Rataj has double-digit steals himself. I think scorers on both sides are going to be challenged here tonight. This will easily be both teams' toughest challenge thus far on the season. I think this could be a tight one. Give me the under 138.5. All right, next matchup. Going into college football. It's our lone college football game. NC State taking on Georgia Tech. 7:30 Eastern kickoff. Georgia Tech is -8. Totals 52. We saw a half a point fade of the Yellow Jackets in this one. Actually a 1 point fade, excuse me. They opened at 9 down to 8. Georgia Tech 6-4 straight up, 6-4 against the point spread. NC State 5-5 straight up, just 2-8 against the number. And I'll tell you what, when it comes to moving the chains, well, the Wolfpacks certainly had some issues this year running the football. They rank 107th in rushing yards per game, and that's definitely bad news, going against this Georgia Tech squad. The Yellow Jackets have a top 15 rushing defense. Kyle Efford leads the D in tackles. Amari Harvey's got 50 tackles on the year himself. But I tell you what, it ain't just defense with the Ramblin' Wreck. These guys have done a terrific job of protecting quarterback Haynes King. And they've bounced with quarterbacks too, because King has been banged up a little bit. But they've done a great job protecting the quarterback. Georgia Tech's allowing fewer sack yards a game than any other team in college football. They also protect the football well, and they don't commit a whole lot of penalties. I think the Yellow Jackets should be able to get the job done at home here. I would like to see this number come down to 7, even 7.5. It comes down to 7.5. You can buy the half a point. But regardless, the number's at 8 now, so that's what we got to deal with. Give me Georgia Tech -8. And with that, folks, we're going to dive into our next and final matchup for the video. It is in the NFL. It's our lone NFL Thursday night game. Steelers-Browns, 8:15 Eastern kickoff. Pittsburgh's -3 on the road, totals 37. We saw a 1 point fade of the Steelers in this one. Maybe the money knows something we don't. Maybe it's a false line move. I don't know. But the Steelers opened at 4, down to 3. Pittsburgh's 8-2 straight up on the year, 8-2 against the point spread. Cleveland just 2-8 straight up, 3-7 against the number. But I tell you what, regardless of the Browns' record, you could pretty much throw out records when it comes to these AFC North rivalries. They normally are chippy. Sometimes they get sloppy. They're always physical. This Cleveland secondary is in the top 5 in the league and fewest completions allowed. And no real surprise, they're also 4th in defensive completion percentage. And, I think a lot of that can be credited to this pass rush. Cleveland's currently in the top 10 in the league in sacks. And they're facing a Pittsburgh team who allows their fair share of sacks. They don't do a great job of protecting the quarterback. And they really don't throw it all too well. They're 30th in the league in completions, bottom 5 in passing yards. Of course, on the other side of the football, it's been this Pittsburgh defense that's really catapulted these guys to victory. They're allowing only 16 points a game. That's second best in the league. And they're going to have to slow down a Cleveland offensive unit who pretty much slows down themselves. They're dead last in yards per play from scrimmage. They're allowing more sacks per game than any other team. Of course, weather-wise, folks, going to want to keep an eye on it. We are expecting some true Cleveland weather in this one. Going to be near freezing by kickoff. 90% chance of snow, wintry mix, rain. Looking at about 15-mile-an-hour wind gusts. This is going to be a sloppy one. Could be a tough day for kickers and quarterbacks. Probably going to see a bunch of runs, longer drives, quicker game. And we could potentially see our fair share of turnovers. I like the under 37. And with that, folks, that's going to do it for me. Don't forget to check me out on my premium page. And if you do end up getting a membership here today on my premium site, just a friendly reminder, you're going to get access to that membership every single day for the next 30 days. And as an added bonus, you're also going to get access to all of my cheaper memberships during that time frame, absolutely free. they're going to be included with your membership. Of course, that's why I always tell folks that Gold Club package, it's a full access, all-inclusive membership. Gives you access to every single premium selection of mine, every single package, every single day for the next 30 days. But most importantly, folks, got to thank you for, and real quick, once again, got to give you Gold Club members another big congratulations on a 6-win day yesterday. Keep up the good work. Let's go ahead and get some more here today. But most importantly, guys, got to thank you for joining me right here on the free video. Really hope you enjoyed all this great free content, all this great free information. And with that said, folks, happy Thursday to you. Best of luck to you. And I look forward to seeing you later on today on my premium page.